Jonah and the big fish. The instruction. One day the Lord spoke to Jonah, son of Amittai. He said, "Go to Nineveh, that great city, and speak out against it. I am aware how wicked its people are." The runaway prophet, a bustling port in Joppa. Ships creak against the waves. Jonah, cloaked and tense, slips through the crowd, glancing over his shoulder. His eyes burn with fear and defiance as he hands coins to a sailor for passage. The wind grows restless, shadows lengthen. Jonah's face scared, torn between guilt and determination. But Jonah rose up to flee unto Tarshish from the presence of the Lord. Jonah 1:3. Storm of judgment. At sea, dark clouds churn violently, waves crash over the ship. Sailors scream, tossing cargo overboard. Jonah grips the railing, water drenching his face until he collapses to his knees, confessing. The storm pauses for a heartbeat as Jonah cries, "Throw me into the sea." Then chaos resumes. He is hurled into the raging deep. "Take me up and cast me forth into the sea. So shall the sea be calm unto you." Jonah 1:12. The great fish silence. Jonah sinks into the abyss, light fading above. Suddenly the shadow of something vast moves. A giant fish swallows him whole. Inside the fish, dim, suffocating, claustrophobic. Jonah, trembling, kneels on the slimy ground, praying with desperation. A faint glow surrounds him as his words rise heavenward. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly. Jonah 2:1. Mercy and mission. The fish rises near a shore at sunrise. With a violent heave, Jonah is cast onto the sand, gasping for breath, coated in seaweed. He lifts his eyes to the heavens, the golden light of dawn washing over him. Jonah staggers to his feet, determined, humbled, walking toward Nineveh in the distance and proclaiming the word of God. And the Lord spoke unto the fish, and it vomited out Jonah upon the dry land. Jonah 2:10. The warning in Nineveh. Jonah 3:1-5. Views across the massive city of Nineveh. Tall gates, bustling markets, and towering walls. Jonah walks slowly through the crowded streets, his clothes worn from his journey, his voice trembling but firm. 40 more days and Nineveh will be overthrown. The people stop in their tracks. Merchants drop their goods, mothers clutch their children, and whispers ripple through the crowd. The tension builds as scenes cut from Jonah's solemn face to the startled, fearful eyes of the people. Fade to the king, tearing off his royal robes, falling to his knees in ashes. Let everyone call urgently on God. Let us give up our evil ways and violence. Jonah's anger. Jonah 4:1-4. The sky glows with a golden sunset. Jonah sits outside the city on a hill overlooking Nineveh. Instead of relief, his face burns with anger. He clenches his fists and cries out to God, "Isn't this what I said, Lord? That's why I ran away. I knew you are gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, abounding in love." His voice breaks with frustration as he throws dust into the air. Close up, his trembling lips as he mutters, "Now, Lord, take away my life." The camera tilts upward as God's quiet question echoes in the wind. Is it right for you to be angry? The plant and the lesson. Jonah 4:5-11. Jonah builds a small shelter and waits, watching the city. The sun beats mercilessly and sweat pours down his face. Suddenly a green vine sprouts and spreads over him, casting a cool shade. Jonah sighs in relief, a rare smile on his face. But the next morning, a worm crawls along the vine. In one stroke, it withers. The scorching wind rises, the sun blazes, and Jonah covers his head, faint with despair. He cries, "It would be better for me to die than to live." God's voice gently but firmly fills the scene. "You are concerned about this plant, though you did not tend it or make it grow. Should I not have concern for the great city of Nineveh, with more than 120,000 people who cannot tell their right hand from their left? And many animals too?" Views pulls back in a wide aerial shot. Jonah, small and humbled, sitting under the vast sky with the great city in the distance, and God's question lingering in the silence.